Hello everyone, welcome to Melancholy Mentor, where classic literature meets the vibrant world of radio plays. I'm Fran, and I'm joined by Evan from Mystery Mythos. Together, we're your guides on this creative journey. During each episode, we'll dive into stories featured on the Melancholy Mentor channel, allowing fresh ideas to flourish, inspiring you to dream big and unlock your creative potential. Get comfy, open your mind, and embrace curiosity. Let's get started. Hello, I'm Fran.
And I'm Evan.
And today we're delving into Frankenstein.
Love Frankenstein.
Do you? What was Frankenstein? Dr. Frankenstein or
Yeah,
Frankenstein's monster?
Frankenstein.
Each week we are bringing you a highlight of an episode that we've got on our YouTube channel, Melancholy Mentor. And today's highlight is Frankenstein. So, Frankenstein radio drama delves into the chilling world of Dr. Victor Frankenstein and his dark secrets and the monstrous consequences of his forbidden experiments. Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus,
Yeah.
is a Gothic novel by English author Mary Shelley. It was first published anonymously in London in 1818 when Mary Shelley was 20 years old. Her name appeared in the second edition, which was published in Paris in 1821. All right, so there's a bit more to come on Mary Shelley. As always, with these episodes that we do some research on this and then just bring you some information. So it's about highlighting the episodes that we've got on the channel. And the reason that we have got a radio drama YouTube channel, there's another one of them as well, which is Mystery Mythos, which is where Evan comes into it, is because not only do we love listening to them and we love books and literature, it's about bringing creativity to you. It's about inspiring people that they can do something as well and be creative. So I'm actually a neuro-linguistic programming coach, and my main thing is to motivate and inspire people that they can create their actual selves that they choose. So you can create the life that you choose, you can create the version of the you that you choose. And that's why we're doing this. So a bit more about Mary Shelley. So the story has it that in 1816, Mary Percy was possibly her then or to be husband,
Yeah.
somebody called John, who these were like romantic kind of poets
Mm.
of the time, and Lord Byron. So this
Oh,
is
wow.
all
Yeah.
happening in England. They had a competition to see who would write the best horror story.
Yeah.
And that's where Mary then started to get the inspiration to write Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley was born in 1797 in London, England. She passed away in 1851 and she was aged 53. She actually died after a long illness, which was possibly caused by a brain tumour.
Oh, crikey.
So it's quite interesting that sometimes you look back in history and people can be diagnosed with certain conditions or their deaths can be looked at like way back um, to see, to determine how they actually died or things that they suffered from or, from the bones and things like that. They can even tell people had arthritic conditions and stuff. So I think it's sort of since being studied and looked back on that potentially her symptoms match that of a brain tumour.
Yeah.
She had migraines and she was ill prior to her death. So Mary married Percy, and it's Byshie
Yeah.
Shelley. in 1816. Another note that I'd like to bring to you is that with these things that we're looking up and the highlights that we're bringing to you, if you've got any fact checking that's kind of
Yeah.
different to ours, then by all means, please, we'd love you to get involved on the Melancholy Mentor channel, or you're welcome to email us, and I'll say the email at the end of this podcast. So Percy was an English romantic poet, and he died when his boat sank. I think it actually overturned off the coast of Italy in 1822. And he was with a couple of friends at the time. This is where it starts to get a little peculiar
Yeah.
because Percy Shelley's heart was actually given to Mary. Mary wasn't there at the time of his death. So he was cremated, but actually, this was that he was actually burnt on the beach where he was temporarily buried.
Right.
And I think possibly like his friends arranged this or something.
Yeah, yeah.
His heart didn't burn. And this could be because it was calcified due to the nature of his death and the fact that he had previously contracted tuberculosis. So
Okay.
again, looking into why his heart didn't burn. So, did they grab it out of the funeral pyre and,
Yeah.
pop it in their pocket and then take it to Mary? Um, so Mary Shelley is actually buried in Bournemouth, which is
Yeah.
a town in England on the south coast, and it's in the county of Dorset.
Yeah.
And she's buried in an old graveyard with Percy's heart. So the resting place is often surrounded by flowers from people paying their respects. And we've actually been there, haven't we, Evan, to Mary Shelley's gravesite.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right in the town centre of Bournemouth, and it's a very, very old graveyard.
Yeah.
And the gravestone itself is actually very clear to read.
Yeah, really
And
clear,
there
isn't
was
it?
just some beautiful little delicate flowers sort of placed there. There was even some letters
Yeah. Yeah.
from people just paying their respects, fans of her work, possibly the way that her literary work touched people and they want to write about it and they actually leave letters there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing to see, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No.
So the burial place of Mary is actually the family vault, and it's at St. Peter's Church in Bournemouth Town Centre. Percy's heart was found after her death by her son Percy. So her husband was called Percy. She had a
And then the son
child,
was called Percy then.
and son was
Yeah.
called Percy. And it was found after her death in her desk,
Oh,
apparently. So,
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
story has it that he had it encased, not the desk, the heart. He had the heart encased in silver and then buried into the family vault.
Right.
So not only is Mary Shelley the author of the story Frankenstein, there's also just a big story surrounding not only her death, but the death of her husband as well.
Yeah.
And it's all rather peculiar, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting. So have you got some information to bring about the actual radio drama that we've got on the channel?
Yeah, I do. This adaptation was by The Weird Circle, and we've actually got some other radio dramas that we've spoken about before that are by The Weird Circle. But this was actually like a supernatural horror and fantasy radio drama that aired from like 1943 to 1945. So it had like a lot of episodes that were made. It was produced in New York, and then it was like broadcast out onto various different radio stations across the country. There was 2 seasons of it and 78 episodes all in all,
Wow.
each lasting 30 minutes. So it was like up to 30 minutes. this episode's like 26 minutes long, so anywhere up to that. And this episode aired on February the 20th, 1944.
Oh,
And
so it's an old one.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
really old one. It still sounds good. The introduction to each one, when you listen to it, is quite eerie. So it's like quite cool how they've got this little intro that kind of leads into it. And the video for this was actually filmed at Sandbanks. So
Okay, so Sandbanks is an area in Poole in England in the county of Dorset, which is next to the town of Bournemouth.
yeah,
So, and I'm actually based in Poole in Dorset, so Bournemouth's just up the road from me. And Sandbanks is also called Millionaires Row.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a little peninsula area of Poole, and it's where all the millionaire properties are.
Yes, where all the millionaires hang out.
Yeah, why not? So what happens is with the episodes that we've got, they're audio, and they come as audio only. So I actually go out and just film parts of the seaside or the countryside while I'm out and about. Evan then takes the videos, edits them, and overlays the radio drama audio on top of it. So it's mainly for the audio, but we do provide a video as well for people just to relax to. There's also black screen episodes on the channel that are purposely made for people to sleep to.
Yeah, yeah,
So they're available on the channel as well. And the podcast episodes that we do are also available on the channel and they go out on other platforms as well.
yeah,
So our email is info@melancholymentor.com. You are welcome to email us if you want to fact check any of our information. We're literally just looking it up. So, we're not scholars in this. We're passionate about bringing creativity to people
yeah,
and highlighting the episodes that we've got on the channel. So you're welcome to email us, or if you want to find out anything else about what we do and what we get up to, or the channels, the YouTube channels that we've got.
yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.